it, Kevin. Do it. Do it, Kevin. Do it.
Opinions, they don't hold back. SKIDS PODCAST, where the truth is a heart attack. They go deep, talking about news, no censorship. Current events, race, movies, games, just trace it. Bad walls through the code, they'll tell it wrong. Unleash the mad fury right from the start. No holds barred, they'll break all the rules. SKIDS PODCAST, where the kings, no fools.
I'm not going to say it this time, motherfucker.
No, do it.
It's the SKIDS Podcast. Tim's ruining my intro.
There's that energy.
Oh, man.
There's that energy.
God, Tim, we were flying high. You're a flock of fucking birds that went into one of the engines.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to turn this thing around.
It's just, that's me.
Anyway, SKIDS Podcast. I'm here with Fuckface Tim Gage and Kevin McNichols. Hi. I'm your host, Shane Kopke. I'm very disappointed in both of you. But that is nothing new.
Well, yeah, I was going to say that's
Nothing
pretty normal.
new. Weird. I didn't realize it went into that so soon. Into that. Did we change where we actually started
I
that?
don't think so.
No, I don't mean now. When we first put it onto this system,
I don't think so.
we might have by accident too. We've done
seems
things
to
by
be the
accident
same.
before. And
Well,
it's
that
worked.
is true. We have done things by accident before, but still, I don't know.
Tim, you don't know this little stupid story.
Good.
You do.
I don't wish to.
You're going to.
Oh.
Me and
Yay.
Kevin had a podcast before this. We did a whole 3 episodes called Born of Chaos, and we accidentally, no idea how, made this intro that sounded very fucking cool.
Yeah, it was awesome, and I don't know how the fuck we did it.
Yeah,
It's weird.
so we tried to duplicate it over and over through what was it, DaVinci?
No, it was Audacity, I think we were
Was
using.
it? I thought it was DaVinci.
Oh, might have
I
been
think it was DaVinci.
It was DaVinci, yeah.
Because I know it was for editing video, but we were like, fuck it, we'll just
We
use
were
that.
just doing it for audio, yeah.
Somehow we had reversed the beginning of the song, and we tried doing that again later in the exact way. Didn't sound anything like it.
Yeah, and
No
but
idea.
The thing is, though, it had this weird
It was the
sound.
it was this
to
weird
it,
like
and it was we
like
could
a-
never
like
get it
almost
to
like
work again. Yeah.
like it somehow like
It sounded awesome,
yeah,
but
it
yeah.
sounded like the tide coming in.
I don't know.
It was a tsunami of fun.
I can't find a... Like that? Does
Yeah.
it sound like that?
Yeah.
It's an airplane sound, you
Just
guys.
like an airplane.
It sounded
Fucking-
exactly like
fucking
that
wild.
airplane you destroyed earlier in this fucking show.
Yeah. Well,
We're gonna have to turn this fucking ship around.
it's already been turned around,
He-
guys.
Hundreds
man.
of people died.
Hundreds and hundreds. Yeah, Tim believes that the news is all real. He's an idiot.
Well, speaking of real news, is that getting right into it, it's that fucking sunlight on demand bullshit that I've been seeing a lot of.
Yeah.
Where you can pull up your phone, and because of mirrors and satellites, they can reflect the sunlight directly to your position. And it's a paid-for service for, like, gardens and shit like that if you want to fuck with your
Yes.
neighbor.
I was gonna say for gardens.
Yeah.
So many.
Or to start Hawaii on fire, you
Yeah.
know, stuff like that.
That's probably how it started.
So
They're
this
like,
is it
no, the
right here?
technology works, guys. See, we
Reflect-
burned fucking Hawaii up.
Reflect Orbital.
Yeah, it's this business called Reflect Orbital. Holy
Orbi-
shit, I can't say
Orbital
that
or-
one.
Jesus
Orbital.
Christ.
Dog hair in my eye, sorry.
Did you just have a stroke?
Reflect Orbital is selling sunlight using a constellation of in-space reflectors.
Look.
Are those like the reflectors that you put on bikes?
Yes, the
Something
reflectors. on
similar. They're
bikes.
saying it's mirrors that they put on a whole shit ton of satellites up there, and they can reflect the sunlight to a pinpoint spot on
Well, here's
Earth.
The
My-
sun is a huge fusion reactor that supports all life on Earth. Really?
It really is.
Here-
It really is, according to these guys.
Here's my question: what if they get, I don't know, let's say just 1 million people to buy into this?
Let's burn it.
no,
Burn it down.
No, here's my question though: how many fucking satellites could they possibly have to support 1 million people trying to use the service?
I have
at
no
once?
idea.
They're gonna have their own DDoS by just their regular customers.
So, they're going to get to the point where they're just going to like fly bathroom mirrors up there and just, link them up.
Elon Musk will be making a fucking mint.
Oh, hell yeah.
no, you know what's gonna happen is they're gonna be like, "Sorry, your service went down." They'll send you a fucking flashlight.
There you go.
Just use a flashlight like every other fucking place on Earth.
Well, it's for gardens, is what they're saying.
No, it's not. It's to fuck with your neighbor. My neighbor's really loud at nighttime, so I'm gonna fuck with
I'm gonna fire fucking sunlight into their goddamn
into
window.
their room.
I mean, if this is legit real, which I have my doubts.
Mirrors in space. See, they're gonna use a bunch of bathroom mirrors.
He
But-
just said mirrors in space earlier.
Yeah, that's what's so wild is
You're
they.
good at listening.
I mean, they built a
heard
website
him.
for
I'm
it
just
and
saying they're
everything.
gonna use
There's been
bathroom mirrors.
educational videos on it. It was actually talked about in the news this morning.
Yes, and I've told you that just because it's said in the news doesn't mean you have to believe it.
Yeah, but if that's
Baba
I mean,
Booey.
you can
There
see
you
right
go.
there, putting it on solar panels, power cities at night using solar panels and this system.
Yeah, but solar is still not quite there.
No, but
Nonetheless, when you can
it's
pinpoint it.
I mean, it's an interesting idea. I don't know. Do they have they actually tried it out to see how
Well,
it
there's
works?
lighting, energy, media teams, careers. Let's take explore.
You would probably go to the media one because you want to look at the media they have.
Apply for
it.
sunshine. See how much it would cost to get sunshine.
How about just go to media?
That's what it would look like on your app.
Oh, am I aiming sunshine at the world?
Yeah, go to
Some
media.
kid with a laser pointer.
Yeah, I could see this going good for
Power
laser
at
pointers
night.
are bad.
And neither
at
will
fucking,
any of these.
airports.
But we can change that. With control over sunlight, solar energy can power the world forever. The Russians launched a reflector satellite in the 1990s, and it worked. But we've come a long way since then. With simple satellites
Well, if
in the
Russia
right
can do it.
constellation shining on existing solar farms, we can produce cheap electricity. After many design iterations, ground testing, drone testing, and talking to lots of customers, we had one
Fucking
last thing to
bathroom
build
mirrors.
before moving on to space. The balloon
Why are you
test.
so into the bathroom mirror thing?
There's a lot of bathroom mirrors in the world.
Yeah, but they're in bathrooms.
Yeah, we can take them out.
Oh,
we're not
they-
gonna have
They
any of them in
started by
space?
putting a balloon up at dusk. They're still trying to get that sunlight. Come on. The Earth is flat, guys.
Honestly, I don't see
The sound fucking sucks.
a really good application for this. I have night vision goggles. I'll use those.
Well, no, I could see for your solar panels is what they were just saying. That's pretty brilliant.
Now,
A constant stream of energy from solar,
If it works,
if it works,
you know.
in theory. I mean, but who's going to put weather balloons up and shit like that?
like, hey guys, there's enough sun out. You're fine.
We are
Drive a
moving
truck.
very fast.
He's fucking a dude right
So
now.
weird, guys.
The guy's licking my asshole right now.
I
It's the
am
weirdest thing I've
moving.
ever
Like,
done.
I have never driven a
We are
truck like
tracking
this.
onto Tristan with his light there, and the sun is
Of course,
gonna rise
one of them
here.
seems Tristan.
I see it, I see it,
What
I
a
see
fucking
it.
man.
Oh yeah! Dude, I can see the beam too.
The power's like
Oh,
negligible.
we got a flash!
Alright, these are very noticeable spikes.
Oh wow. Well,
So
it
there's
actually
Tristan standing
does
in a
kind of
sunbeam.
work.
Yes, mirrors
Right
in the
on.
sun works. Nobody
Oh my
fucking
goodness.
is arguing that.
Yeah, but it tracks
still.
I can
it. It
feel
can
the
track
heat,
a
actually.
point and stay on it.
Oh yeah, here we go. We're on.
We might be getting offshore readings. It's going up when you flash.
Stop moving. Nobody move at all.
It went from 58 to 120 watts.
Dude, it's literally working!
So now they're going to do that with satellites.
Hell yes.
I'm telling you, dude, this seems more and more legit as I'm watching
And then
it.
move it back on. Let's keep going. And I'm moving it back on now.
Yeah, pretty looking clear. 58 to 166.
Dude, I could just chill here all day.
Well, you're in a
Let's do
balloon.
one
It's
more
not a lot of
square wave.
choices.
Yeah, it's not like
Let's
you
get
can
that
just
signal to
fucking.
noise ratio.
Or
Hop
you
off
could
and
jump
go
to your death.
Yeah,
That would also be an
watts.
option.
That's not existed before.
This is it. We're doing it, man.
All right, settle down,
Point
dude.
the mirror at your panels, Tristan.
All right, settle down, dude. Jesus Christ.
I'm pointing a mirror at your panels.
Do you think that like ancient people, like the first time they saw a reflection off the water, were this excited?
No, not at all.
I don't either. You think the guy that invented fire was like, oh
So they
shit?
started it with Project Sunrise, and now they're moving it towards satellites. It's pretty cool. I mean, again,
so
a
that's the
very
question.
innovative idea.
Well, it is innovative. Now, the question is, will it work from a satellite?
Apparently so. For the videos I was
I mean,
watching,
how innovative is it if it's a Russian technology from the 90s?
Well, I think
it's being
it's
not
more
very
that
innovative.
it's commercializing it.
I think obviously the older Russians tech, they've probably upgraded it since.
Well, I'm sure they're
Have they,
using
Kevin?
slightly bigger
Have
mirrors.
they?
I don't know.
I
Probably
mean-
not the Russians.
I was
but
gonna
I'm
say,
saying-
Kevin, they're literally using a mirror.
Yeah.
It's not. That's not an updated technology.
You
I
never
guess
know.
not.
I mean, there could be something more
What the
advanced
fuck are you
than
talking about? Updated
mirrors.
technology. They have a different type of mirror.
And you'd certainly need a lot of bathroom mirrors.
Well,
to
here's the
make a
problem.
big enough mirror
like I said,
to
here's the
shoot
problem
down.
with it. They would need millions of satellites. We already have too many fucking satellites up there.
Well, no, not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
I mean, you could have one satellite probably project, 50 different spots
How?
with 50 different mirrors.
Not really.
Why not?
One might get in the way of the other that somebody else ordered.
Well, and then you have one reflect off of one satellite. I mean, you can link satellites and send a beam from all the planet. Yeah, I say it's possible.
I still think you would need lots.
You
more
would need a lot of.
satellites.
There's no denying there would be a ridiculous amount of satellites up there to
a
take care of that.
ridiculous amount that
But-
eventually will hit another satellite that we already have
They'll
up there.
they'll ping pong into other satellites
Yeah.
and crash
Which-
into them, and you know.
Do you realize how much of a problem it is to get off Earth and into fucking orbit?
It's not off. It's across.
Oh, my bad. I forgot. You're a retard.
That's how you do it, though.
Yes, because we just live on a flat fucking planet.
Yeah,
According to flat earthers,
yeah. You don't go up.
and
you go
they're
across.
and
Kevin, see if you can find this.
No, of
It's
course
a
we're going
meme.
off the rails.
No, it's not off the rails.
Yeah.
It's from the Flat Earth Society saying we have plenty of Flat Earth Society members are all around the globe.
We don't need to look that up. We found the
No,
fucking
but
punchline already.
But see if you can find. They actually post. It was a fucking, I think, Twitter or something.
It's got
but
that,
just type that in.
It's got that one energy there.
We haven't done anything. We're a totally peaceful racist group.
What are you doing?
Not
I'm
looking
waiting
it
for it
up.
to load.
Is it not
Are we
loading?
down now? God,
Nope.
Don't fucking do this.
Well, that's good. What the fuck is going on with our internet connection? Oh, my bad. Tim doesn't pay his bills.
No, that's not down again, is it?
It's not working,
We
so
just gotta
that would be down.
Unplug that thing and plug it back in because it's that little dongle. We ran into that problem last time too.
That's why I said it should be fucking hardwired.
Well, get me the fucking wire and run it.
We had one. We were gonna buy
did?
it. Yeah, we were gonna buy it. It was like a 25-foot one.
Oh, it's because this thing was cheaper.
Well, yeah, you were like, no, let's just do that. I'm like, I guess we'll try it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's working now. Look.
Show is jank. Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Flat Earth Society.
Don't.
We
Kevin,
have
just
members
don't.
all
I wouldn't
around
do
the
it, Kevin.
globe.
Don't worry about it, dude. It's dumb. The idea's already gone.
No, it's still funny.
It's stale.
It's funnier when you actually see it in print because
It's
you're
gone.
like,
It's gone.
oh, they actually didn't even proofread this. They just went out. They just said, no, you know what? Send it out.
Every
Daily
fucking
Global,
time.
let's hit it here. First country.
why'd you
Didn't
go
think
on-
of what I want to start off with here. Let's go Cuba.
Yeah,
I see
let's
Cuba
go.
though.
What are
Let's
you
go
doing?
Cuba. Cuba is 6,000.
This is the thing that it took me to.
Daily Global, let's
What?
hit it here.
Get off
First
of
country.
YouTube.
Didn't think of what I want to start.
This is what it took me to. Flat Earth
Yeah,
Society
just go to
members all around
images.
the globe. I'm looking for a. Oh, it's a meme.
It was, yeah, right
Or it
there.
could be a
Bam.
T-shirt.
All you have
or
to do is
whatever you
nope,
wanna-
nope. It's not a T-shirt. What
Which
the fuck
one?
are you doing?
Scroll down just. a
I don't
little
know,
bit
the
more,
one
Kevin.
that looks
A
like
little
it's
bit
from
down.
fucking Twitter.
A little bit further down.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
you're hovering it.
I don't know what you're
How
looking
do you?
for.
I described it, and then you went, it's got to be this T-shirt that I just found.
You just said it's a meme.
What do you think? The meme's on a T-shirt?
Memes come in all fucking forms.
He was gonna say meme
Dirty
cough.
whore. There it is. There's your stupid fucking Flat Earth Society.
Can you enlarge that?
No,
for the
no,
audience
no.
to
Let's not make it easy for anybody to consume this in a, I don't know,
open image in a
visual
new tab,
fucking
maybe?
way.
Would that work?
Holy shit! It did.
There you go. Oh my God. That's
All right,
so
we got
funny.
It is. Look. It is still better to see it like this because the Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe.
Yeah.
They didn't look at that. They didn't fucking look at that and go, you know what? Maybe we should say all.
Because they're flat earthers. They're fucking stupid.
Wow. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Got him worked up.
Do you take your medicine
We got him
today?
worked up.
No.
Hey, we got him worked up.
Jesus Christ, man.
Can you let that dog out for me real quick? She just needs to go out there and go pity patty. Poor thing. Just needs to go out there and go pity patty.
She goes out there and kills a fucking rabbit
I hope she does.
and the family.
I hope she does. That's her thing.
Lots of dead
She'll
fucking
bring back
rabbits.
their
in the-
heads.
Oh man, that dog's ruining the show.
I've been
ruining
leaving,
the
I've
show.
been leaving her out of the kennel. I just haven't full run of the backyard lately.
Yeah, why
now. She's
not?
doing really good.
What's wrong with that?
She digs. I don't want her digging
No.
out. But she's kind of calmed down on that now.
Yeah, I think
Up in her age.
Huskies do dig a lot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's got herself a nice tunnel under my shed.
Well, yeah, because she wants to stay cool because she has a lot of fur.
It works pretty good for her.
It's weird. She has a lot of fur, and you have a lot of blubber.
Got lots of fleur.
Yeah, we like to pack ourselves.
Yeah,
in.
no, you're never gonna get cold this winter.
This whole house is so air conditioned. It's like a refrigerator in here, dude.
Tim, as he's watching Game of Thrones, winter is coming. He's like, fuck, I
already did.
I got you beat, winter. Look at this body.
Yeah, I'm bulking for winter.
Bulking.
You're gonna get coming in winter.
You're like, I just eat.
No, I've actually lost
nothing but
5 pounds, guys. I'm on the up and up. I've done
Gaining
the whole box.
weight. Well, wait,
I'm doing
wait.
the boxing thing
Wait,
on.
can I ask one question though? You're down 5 pounds, but how much did you put on since the start of the show?
Oh shit! I was at 230, and I'm 245 right. No,
Okay.
I'm 240 now.
Okay,
I was
so you put on
245.
15 pounds since the start of the show.
Yeah.
You've lost 5 of that, so that's good. That's a
Yeah.
good start.
Yeah, I'm on the downswing now.
But
these don't help.
that box, well, that's
No,
why I
I'm
told
sure
you,
they
get the
don't.
ones that have no fucking sugar in
I
it.
only have these on Wednesdays.
Don't have them at all then.
Yeah.
What's the point?
I like the taste.
Okay, well,
They
drink
taste really
coffee.
good. Yeah, no,
Black.
Ugh. Or sugar-free sweetener.
No, just
Really
coffee
good.
black.
Start a meth habit. You'll lose the
I
weight. real
have
quick.
no doubt about that.
And you won't have to hire a cleaning lady.
It's true.
That
This
is
house will
A
be
cleaning
fucking
lady too.
immaculate.
A cleaning lady that comes over here and makes you feel like shit. because
Shame lady is what she
Yeah,
is.
she comes over.
She's a
Cleaning
shaming
lady shames him.
She comes over. She's fucking hitting her.
This place is a mess. I was like, I know. I'm so sorry.
This is why I hire you.
She starts slapping her leather paddle in her hand. Timmy, you've been a bad boy this
See,
week.
no, that's a different fantasy.
And the
there.
thing is, you
the
hire
other
this
lady.
foreign lady,
yeah,
right? Because you're like, oh, well, if she tells me I'm bad in an accent, then it's okay. If she does it in like she sounds like she's from Ohio, it's terrible.
Well, yeah.
right. But if she does it and she sounds like she's from one of the Baltic countries, you're like, oh, this is great.
it is. It
I'm
actually
like,
is.
I can actually hear the war torn in her fucking voice.
Yeah, she's allowed to. She's
Yeah.
suffered.
Yeah,
That's
no, she knows what
suffrage.
real suffering
That's
is.
what I mean. So she's allowed to shame
But I
me
just
for
like
it.
During
how-
the winter, we had to wrestle bears to stay warm.
Well, here's the other thing about your whole cleaning lady situation that I've never understood. You're like, we've showed up before, and Tim's like feverishly cleaning the entire house, like cleaning every fucking nook, every cranny.
Preparing for the cleaning lady.
I'm like, what are you doing?
If she sees any dust, she's gonna hit me.
I'm like, why would you be cleaning you hired someone to clean your house?
Cleaning lady.
Well, there's the whole embarrassment factor. I mean, it's humbling to have someone else go through your shit.
Yeah, but if I hired somebody to fucking work on my car, I'm not gonna fix it before I bring it in.
Well, that's a different
I don't want them to
story.
fucking look at me weird.
It's to clean your car or to fix your car. So if someone's cleaning your car,
Don't
you're not going
fix
to be.
it.
You're not. Well, I'm saying clean your car though. If someone wants to clean you pay someone to clean the cab of your car out. You're not gonna pick up some like porn stuff you got laying in there.
No.
or dried cum or
They're
nothing
fucking-
like that.
I'm
No.
gonna leave it there for them to fucking
And if it's a
clean.
hot chick doing it, you're still gonna
Tim,
do it, huh?
I can't even reach
That's
where
even
the
better.
where the dry cum is in my car. I can't even get there.
Yeah, that's true.
So they have special tools.
That's
That
what I
is
mean.
true. They're
I'd be-
prepared for these sorts
Yes.
of situations.
I get
I don't
slightly
have that.
embarrassed by a couple cum stains and some piss stains all over the place. I just try to keep that stuff cleaned up.
Well, especially when they find out they're on your children's toys.
Oh, gee.
Fucking creep.
Too far. Too far. Oh my God, you sick fuck.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I like. You're like, well, I got my kid this Oculus, but now I'm keeping it because porn's so great.
I haven't yet. I've yet to do the porn on it, but
I've never. I haven't
I will
tried it
say
either.
this though: that boxing game you recommended last
yep.
time. Oh my fucking God!
What's the
dude.
reason
It's
you're
a-
losing the weight,
it's-
dude?
Yeah, that thing too, because I'm having fun losing the weight.
Well,
and
and-
my arms are fucking
and
killing me.
I
from
know
this
that you were
game.
saying that the ping pong was good, but I'd heard nothing but great things
Yeah,
about
it's
the boxing game.
It's a fantastic
Wow.
workout. It's,
Yeah.
I mean It's,
Kevin, you should try it seriously.
It's not at all realistic. I mean, they're very
No.
cartoony looking characters.
But you're
still.
fucking moving. You're
What's
moving the
the
whole
game called?
time.
It's just boxing VR or something
Just
like
boxing
that.
And what is it,
VR.
like 2-minute rounds?
Yeah, it's 3 2-minute rounds. But if you knock them out quick, not,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's the thing. You're also going to lose more weight. Like, if you're throwing fucking haymakers the whole time,
Oh yeah, for sure.
that's going to fucking kill you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was my first mistake.
Bring up
playing
that
it
fucking
first, 'cause
cardio,
I
though.
was throwing haymakers. I pulled something in my shoulder from like 5 minutes of playing. I didn't stretch or nothing.
That
I
is
just was like,
well. That's also the one. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
But that is the one problem about that. You have no feedback for your punch.
Yeah.
So you can go way beyond where you're supposed
Right.
to.
Yeah.
And
But it
I
actually
could see
rates
that
your
happening.
punches as well. You can they have a training dummy that has all these punch points
just saying to you,
just to see how
come on,
strong
pussy,
your punch is. Yeah.
hit harder, pussy. Why are you being such a
It'll
bitch?
give you a whole
I
bunch
didn't
of
know this lady was
a
in
bunch
this
of
room.
statistics on your hittings and all that. It's pretty. It's cool. It's well designed. And this whole room is my boxing ring.
Yeah,
so
it's your
I'm all
dojo.
over the room. Yeah,
It's your dojo, man.
I love it. It's so much fun.
That's pretty
Well,
sweet.
And then on top of that, the new one I'm playing. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. It's Arizona Sunshine 2.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you told
fucking
me to get
God.
that one.
It is so fun because it's zombie killing, and it has. The
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, the
Once
first
you
one.
said that, it looks like you're in the foothills in Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is the second version. I haven't played the first. I played the first one for a little bit, but I didn't like it.
I've just seen video from it.
I started the second one. I'm into it. The storyline's fantastic. The character you are is hilarious and vulgar, and he calls every zombie Fred. So he doesn't call them zombies. Every zombie is Fred. Hey, Freddy, get over
Well,
here.
that's kind of become a trope in zombie flicks.
Yeah, give him a unique name.
No, well, not ever saying the word zombie.
Oh, yeah.
That's become a trope, like Walking Dead. They call them walkers, or they call them.
Right.
There's a few other
Yeah.
names they
Biters
have.
or-
Biters,
yeah.
walkers, shamblers.
Yep.
What was the other one? There's a few of them. Actually, the Dawn of the Dead, the remake in
Yeah.
the 2001.
Yeah,
They didn't call them zombies at all in that.
No, I don't
Not
think they
one
did.
mention of zombies anywhere in it.
But the fun thing is the
Yeah, I
guns in
think
this
you're
are really
right. They
cool.
do.
They make it more realistic as to you don't have a ridiculous amount of guns. You have what you can carry.
Yeah.
So
See, I like that.
and
Yeah.
you don't get a pocket full of grenades that has 10. You get one. And
know what?
You can build more. You have to collect the supplies to build a grenade. And then you go to these stations, build either grenade, stick grenade, mine, all that shit. But as you see with ammo, you don't have an abundant amount of ammo in this game either. You have to go find the fucking shit. With zombies all around you, you're picking up clips off the ground.
Magazines. Don't fuck that up
Magazines
again.
Off
What
the
are you
ground.
shooting nothing but an M1 Garand?
Well, I
He
do
gets
have. You can
very
get
touchy
one. You
about
can
that.
get an M1 Garand if you
Well,
find
then
it.
you find clips on
I
that
found
one.
a Thompson with the drum magazine, and I'm fucking loving it. But
The
ammo is very hard to find for the fucking thing. It sucks.
I can't remember what sizes they made in that. I think they made a
50
50
round.
Well, in the game, most games will put the 50. I think they made a smaller drum mag also for the thing.
I wouldn't. Yeah, there's a
I
clip.
believe. I will stab you.
But no, it's a fun game, and you can two-player it. So that's what I'm trying to talk
Yeah,
Kevin into,
yeah.
to play it.
Everybody at
because we can
home.
both run the same path together, essentially. And but also they give you a dog assistant in this one. And it's really cool because you can stick your dog on a zombie as you're attacking.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because you can stick your dick in a dog.
Well, no.
'Cause it
But you
did
can
sound
interact
like what
with
you
him.
were
It's
saying.
really cool.
Jesus.
The dog comes up and, hey, go grab me
Tim's
that
like-
magazine over there. And he runs over there, grabs it,
Oh, I thought
brings
you were
to
going to call it a clip again.
Tim's like, wow, now my ex is right. I'm actually fucking a dog in this game.
Finally.
Well, now I see why she left.
It's a lot of
The
fun.
prophecies come true.
Yes.
So then
I
they're-
have fulfilled my end of the bargain.
Yes.
apparently they've remade the first one, or it's coming out, the remake
Blood
of it,
just starts boiling up from the
to where they've made it a lot more graphic, because that was the complaint about it, the first and second one. It's not they're graphic, but not graphic enough.
Yeah.
So
I see.
they're redoing the first one with a more graphic overlay on
Well, that's one of the
zombies.
problems with VR overall anyway, is that
Cartoony.
it's more cartoony because it's just less pixels to deal with and shit. They have to in order to get a high fidelity look out of something low fidelity.
Yeah, and if it's something where it's a cinematic sequence, yeah, they can make it. I mean,
Well, yeah, but
immense,
that's because that's in the background
Right.
anyway.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that
Plus,
game.
it's pre-rendered.
Well, it's like that
right,
game-
exactly.
It's like that game The Day After. That's what they did. They just made what looks like a game to fool everyone, and then brought out
right.
shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that one we
Yes.
reviewed that was supposed to be badass and
Yeah.
turned out to
Yes.
be garbage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
they,
what they did is they just-
fucking set those videos, those demo videos they did up to make them look really good.
Yes, they made it look like a real game. What they did is they just said, "Oh, what did the Division do, or what did fucking Rainbow Six do, or what did Assassin's Creed do?" And they're like, "Let's take all the best elements of those and put it into a game."
Yeah.
You know, and luckily, VR's getting good enough to where they can move past that stuff. The whole
Oh yeah, in
kinda-
10 years time, it's gonna be insane, dude.
I don't even think it'll be 10.
Well, no, I'm
it'll be
talking
like
about the device
4.
that you're wearing, because obviously there's battery issue. There's a
Yeah.
whole, I mean, once they
Well,
knock
not
that
if you
down
get
to
a
where-
fucking sunlight beam in.
that could be the very
You
I
just
mean,
put
the next case.
put a fucking one of those solar
Bath-
panels on your back.
I was gonna say, yeah. Yeah, there
You'll be
you go.
fine. You
It's
can
not a
play
bad
it anywhere.
idea.
You can play in the woods.
Well, there'll be some other perpetual motion thing I think that'll power it. in
Oh
my
yeah,
opinion.
no, Jake's working on it right now.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Luckily, we have a friend named Jake. That
it's $1 million idea.
It's a $1 trillion idea.
That's $1 trillion idea.
It's more than that.
Yeah.
If you could power the whole world and you're the only one, it's like fucking Spaceballs owning the air. That type of idea.
It's not a bad idea. Maybe we can get the power from the air or wind.
Yes.
Hey, wind.
Yeah, they've
That's an
tried that.
untapped. Oh,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
They have whole farms.
Yes, they're called bird graveyards.
Yes,
Oh.
they are.
But anyway, I highly
This is where
recommend.
birds go to die.
Kevin, get
they
on
do.
get on that VR, dude. We got to do it sometime, man. That'd be so much fun.
absolutely,
Well,
absolutely.
And you talking about going out and trying to actually be more physically active. I've been riding my bike like fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Like
you got a
mountain
badass bike, dude.
Yeah.
I would too if I had such a fine piece of equipment.
It is nice, except that I broke the fucking front shifter on it, which sucks because I couldn't shift into second gear, the high gear. And
High gear meaning where you pedal really fast but move very slow, right?
no, that's low gear
Okay.
because it's like a car.
okay.
Your lower gears are the ones that get you up and moving.
Yeah.
Your high gears are the ones that get you cruising faster.
I got you.
Right.
Thank
so my low gear, it would go into that fine. I couldn't get into the second gear unless I pushed my hand into an awkward position I would never be able to push it into while riding it. Right.
It's like fisting.
Yes, it was definitely like I had to use a lot of lube.
Yeah, I get it.
Did you have to go all the way up to the elbow?
Ungodly amounts of lube, Kevin.
Just to get in
You
the
have
second
no
gear.
idea.
Just to get to that second gear.
gear. My God, I did, and I did.
He's
this,
fully erect,
I did this all with my pants down.
sweating. It's
right,
like, God
look.
damn it, I need to get there.
Well, that's why I didn't have any clothes on
Hyperventilating.
because I was so sweaty.
I got hot.
But no, I ended up riding over like 50 miles on
God damn,
over
dude.
the weekend.
That's a fucking
so
nice haul,
yeah,
man.
I rode my bike to the bike shop, had them fucking put on new shifters.
How long did that take, by the way, to repair it?
The repair took maybe half hour.
Oh, okay. So they weren't like, oh, I'll come back in a week. And it'll be
No,
done.
no. Luckily, when I went in, they're like, "Yep, we'll get to work on it right now."
That's cool.
And
Dude. What shop is it? Let's plug it,
Ambush,
dude.
Ambush Northwest.
That's a paintball supply store?
Yeah,
No shit. They do
they do
bikes as
bike-
well?
Oh, really?
they've been doing bikes since they started.
Oh shit.
I know they do skate, but I didn't know
Yeah,
they did bike.
skateboarding, biking. You know the weird
Oh,
one.
I got to go check them out then, dude.
Yeah,
I'd
they're
love to give
pretty
them my
fucking
money.
cool.
That's a great shop. They fixed a couple of my guns.
Yeah, no, they were really cool. Did shit real fast. I ended up getting some accessories too, so
Oh,
I
that's
can
good
now,
to know they lasted through the pandemic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And probably because people were I
Biking
don't know.
so much?
Yeah, they were probably biking a little
Yeah,
bit more.
well,
'cause they're like,
I believe that.
the whole, no contact bullshit. And all,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that was fucking nuts, dude.
It was ridiculous.
The quarantining hotels from someone that got sick in it. Remember that shit?
dude,
They
remember
would
when
shut down an entire fucking hotel because one person
I remember-
tested positive
Yeah.
for it.
I remember
They were doing
when
that with fucking ships too.
I was
like,
gonna say I remember
you know.
remember the cruise ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
But remember also they're like, oh, it's still alive after 17 days, which never happened.
Yeah, so fucking stupid, dude. That was ridiculous. What
Yeah.
a terrible time.
Dude, there's so much insane shit happening.
Well, the
during
amount of
pandemic.
lies that came out,
The
and then
fear-mongering from
saying on top of it, follow the science, and you're like, but you're fucking shutting
you're
down
not.
any of the
Yeah.
science that says that you're wrong.
What Kamala said we lost 6 million people because
No,
of
no,
this?
she said 220 million.
That's what it was.
yeah,
Yeah, 220
2/3 of the United
Yeah.
States population we
Wiped
lost,
out.
dead.
from this
I have no
pandemic.
family left.
Yeah.
That's the fucking problem about this.
Fucking insane, dude.
My family died twice.
The amount of fear mongering.
I know, that's how the numbers got up there.
So fucking bad, dude. And kids are still affected by it to this day. That's the
Absolutely.
other
Yeah,
thing that
and
pisses
on
me
top
off
of
about
it, the effects that they say that like vaccines had or potentially had
Oh,
on,
there's going to be far
on-
more coming
Oh,
for
I agree.
sure.
on hearts.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
for young kids.
Well, dude, there were like 16-year-olds dropping dead.
Yeah.
You know,
And-
healthy 16-year-olds.
Well, and they would just
fucking-
say, well, you can't prove that it was from the vaccine.
exactly,
And not
yeah.
to
What's
mention
the name? It's not angina. It had a name. There's a name
was,
for it.
No,
it was
tachycardia.
no.
well,
something else.
myocarditis.
myocarditis.
Myocarditis. Yeah,
that was
that's what it
super
is.
common afterwards.
Yeah.
And I
That's
think
the
that's
one.
like I think that's like an inflamed heart or something.
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
it becomes a little bit more oversized.
Yeah, yeah,
and
and
beats irregularly, I
Right.
believe.
and so
Well,
I mean,
there's
but
a
it
way to
was
look it up, I
making people
wonder.
drop dead.
We won't be able to find it.
But it was making people drop dead, and other people were ended up in the hospital. You know, kids also, like he was saying, the damage to kids. They lost a lot of school time.
Yeah.
They
They say that they lost not 1 year from not going for a year.
Yeah.
They lost 2 to 3.
yeah.
Each student lost 2 to 3 years of education
Yeah.
based on that.
And let's not forget the damage it did to the economy. It did to small businesses, like because the big businesses
What do you mean?
got to operate.
What do you mean? What
small
business?
businesses? Yeah, exactly.
They're not existing.
They don't. Yeah, like all these people lost their livelihoods, but big businesses like Walmart and others were able to stay open and keep
Amazon
operating.
fucking erupted.
Oh, Amazon made a fucking killing.
That's when I
All
should have
those
bought
big
the stock.
companies did.
They made so much money off of that, and of course, pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
But that's how
Oh, God,
that's
yeah.
standard.
Well, here's the thing. They also made
Profit off of
a
that.
backdoor deal to get to where nobody could come after them.
Yes,
because
I
of
was
this
just about
shit.
to bring that up. Yeah.
What do you mean?
So say that I give you a vaccine and my vaccine kills you. Your family can't come after me because I signed
Yeah.
a deal with the government stating that nobody can touch me.
They're legally protected.
You mean Trump did that?
No.
Well, he's the one that signed off on the vaccine.
No, he signed off on the
He's-
warp speed.
Yeah, warp speed to get it working.
Yeah.
To get them
I
working.
mean, that
on
was
it.
his last thing. He's like, I got
Yeah, but
you
the
guys a
vaccine didn't
in
actually come
record
out.
time.
The vaccine didn't actually come out until Biden got in, so Biden could say it was him.
Well, the first one was during Trump, wasn't
Nope.
it? The Hispanic lady with the fake one.
No.
No.
Vaccines didn't come out until after.
Oh.
Yeah, Trump gave them the ability to
You
Fast
don't
track it instead of 5 years or 10 years.
Tim, you don't understand how politics works.
Or time, apparently.
Or time.
We've been doing this for like an hour and a half now, so.
We're 30 minutes in. I mean, we technically have. Because we had to
But you know,
fucking do all the audio files.
But you were talking about all the lies and stuff. Like you go back and you can watch videos of like news people, like for instance,
Fauci
lied
going
his ass off.
Fauci telling everyone masks don't work right off the bat.
Yeah.
Because he's like, well, we don't want the medical people not to have masks. Well, then just say that. Don't
right.
fucking get a mask.
Yeah.
We need the medical people to have
Yeah,
masks.
but there'll still be running on masks.
Well,
of course, but there's going to be anyway.
Then there was
people are stupid.
other people like were saying, like I still remember one that Rachel Maddow from MSNBC did. She said, if you get the vaccine, the virus stops with
The
you.
president
it
said that.
kills the virus. The president said
Yeah,
that.
it wasn't
And it's like,
just it was in every fucking newspaper
Yeah,
headline.
it
I
was
watched
insane.
a video. See if you could find this one. But I watched a video video showing newspaper headlines.
Oh, that's all going to be deleted, dude. You're
It's
gonna
not.
find it.
You should be able to find it. But newspaper headlines of how effective the vaccine was, and it goes all the way from 99.something% all the way down to what it is now, and it's like 30% or
33 or something like that.
27, some weird shit. But yeah, I mean, it was fucking crazy. COVID vaccine effectiveness.
Effigies.
Yes, effigies. We need effigies.
Hey, throw that in there. Who cares?
Yeah, just toss it out. Video.
Video of news headlines. Overtime is not proof.
Go to videos. Jesus Christ.
Hold on, I'm trying to read what there was. Let's see here.
You're not gonna find
yeah,
it.
dude, we're gonna have to dig for this shit.
They're gonna backlog the
Watch,
shit out.
I'll
of it.
find it
Well,
in
that's
a few
just like
seconds.
who came out about it recently about Meta. He went before Congress recently or something like that and admitted that yes, the Biden administration did indeed tell us to back. What was the word he used for Facebook to suppress?
Yeah, to censor and suppress people who were essentially saying the opposite or different things from
Right.
what.
Even if it was a meme or a joke,
Yeah.
they'd suppress that.
Absolutely.
And he was
yeah.
told to do that
Yeah.
by the Biden administration.
And Mark Zuckerberg admitted that to on the Joe Rogan show as well.
Yeah.
Recently I think
and
he's
nothing's
also talked
coming
about
of it. That's what
No,
the bullshit
nothing.
of it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's what we already knew for the most part.
Yeah.
Was just proven correct, but no one's being held accountable for it. Yeah, we fucking lied.
Yeah.
No,
Or they just memory hold and say, no, we didn't. You know.
Yeah.
they-
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, we're being gaslit everywhere.
Every
They're gaslighting us on
fucking day.
Kamala. Kamala's
Oh,
my
yeah.
God,
the best
dude.
in
This
the
thing.
The
Yeah.
Kamala's the best in the world, and literally 4 months ago she was at 23%
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
approval
dude,
rating.
not even
Worst
that long
vice
ago.
president in history,
and-
according to
Yeah.
the people.
And it's not even that
And that
long
was
ago.
headlines. It was
Yeah.
headlines.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that long ago. It was seriously like a month ago.
Yes.
You know, and now they're saying, oh, she's so popular. She's, there's all this joy and happiness and electricity around her campaign. It's like,
Well,
no,
we're not burdened
there's
by
fucking
the
not.
things that happened
Oh yeah,
yesterday
yeah.
or whatever.
I fucking love that. Have you seen the videos?
That's a
of
Marxist
How
quote,
many
isn't it?
times
Yeah,
she has
apparently.
said that? Have you ever seen the video?
Unburdened by what
I've
has
seen, yeah,
been.
I've seen supercuts where she says that in every fucking speech
Well,
gives, it
and
seems
I've seen
like.
people saying, "Oh no, she's like center left and everything." And I'm like, like literally, when she was in the Senate, she was rated the most left fucking senator.
Yeah.
In the Senate.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
They're like, this is why we have such a divide in this country.
I mean, she
Well,
talks
she's
about
also-
equity all the time.
She's
Equity's
starting,
terrible.
she's starting
Equity's
to mirror
terrifying.
we all have the
Trump's
same outcome
policies, too.
of
his
gulags.
campaign
Yeah.
promises. She's starting to present those as well.
Well, yeah, because
as
they're
hers.
Because she's like, oh shit, those are good ideas.
Yeah.
I'm going to take them.
Well,
Yeah.
there was the one that's really
The
famous.
tip-
the
tip,
tip,
yeah.
the tip one where it's not taxing tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
for
Trump
workers.
said it, all
Trump
the
did it.
headlines were like, we'd lose billions.
It's going to cost
Yeah.
billions.
And
for
then Kamala does it, and everybody acts like, "Oh, this is the greatest
well,
idea
have you heard the
ever."
latest? Is the wall? She's going to complete it.
Yeah.
She is
'cause
going
she's the
to
one that's
complete
let
the
in
fucking
all those.
Trump
I know.
wall.
She's the one that's let in all those fucking
Well,
people
and
over
that's
there.
the
When
thing,
did she
too.
become the border czar? And now not the
yeah.
border czar?
And-
She was never the border czar.
Yeah, and then she
She was called the border czar.
She was called the border czar, and she was saying like, "Oh, when I get into office, I'm going to do all these things." Like, you're in fucking office right now, bitch. You've been there for 3.5 years.
You're literally in the office next to the office that you're talking about.
Yes. Like,
Hey,
why haven't you done any of that shit now?
It's really frustrating that
It is so
her
goddamn
campaign trail is
frustrating.
more important than her current position.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's frustrating. She
Yeah.
is the vice president of the United States.
Well, and I don't like her any of her stuff on guns either.
No,
And she's
yeah,
like, well, we'll just do a buyback. I'll make executive orders. And at first, she was saying, I'll make executive orders.
she's actually giving campaign promises now.
Well, no,
Well,
she
she
she said this in the past. She would go in there and make an executive order to get rid of all the guns, and it's like you
AR-15s.
can't fucking do that.
Yeah.
There's this thing called the Constitution, and you can't just make executive orders to do.
Well,
There's-
Shane, does it say AR-15 in the
there-
Constitution?
No, but it doesn't say a lot of things in the Constitution.
Well,
it
then
says
there you go.
it says the things that the government can't fucking touch, like free speech, which they're doing everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
getting
they are.
fucking destroyed.
getting
But
far
there
worse.
was there's
yeah,
a
yeah,
video
it is.
cut from her in the debate to run for president when Joe Biden ended up winning, of her and Joe Biden talking, and she's saying that she would make an executive order on guns, and Biden's like, you can't do that. Biden even he said you cannot do that. You have
Sweetie,
to actually go
honey,
through.
no,
and then
There are
she goes,
processes.
well, we just didn't try hard enough. That's why.
Oh my God!
And it's like, no, that's how you become a fucking. That's literally a dictator at
Yeah,
that point.
yeah, absolutely.
no, Trump will be the dictator.
That's what they said. I don't
Yeah,
remember that from the last
he-
time.
Yeah, the
He's
last
like,
four,
look,
the 4
I'm
years
not.
he was there
I'm
now.
not.
Once
I
he's there,
have
he's
to-
never going to leave.
I have
course.
to. Yeah, I know. He didn't leave.
Oh, yeah, he
Weird.
didn't leave the first time. Yeah.
I have to reiterate this. I'm not a Trump fan, but I have to say that because it sounds like anything that you say bad about one, and if you say one good thing about Trump in any way, all of a sudden
Suddenly,
you're a complete supporter.
you're a fucking
Join the Klan
fascist.
members.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
It's
Yes.
racism. You're a
You've been
racist.
burning crosses all
Yeah,
week, haven't
exactly.
you?
You
You're
know
like,
what?
are you
though?
talking
I will.
about?
I will tell you one thing. Ever since RFK, Vivek Ramaswamy,
Tulsi Gabbard.
RFK and Tulsi Gabbard have now come onto his team and endorsed him and everything. They're actually helping the transition team. That makes me feel a whole lot better about what.
What are they
about his-
transitioning?
Well, yeah, we
to?
got a former
they're the
Democrat
people
going
well,
saying.
they're the people that are going to be
You missed
helping
the
them.
joke.
I know what
It's
the
fine.
joke is, but
No, it's fine. Keep going with whatever you were going to say.
But the transition team, they're the people that
missed the joke
they
too,
they
Shane.
pick everybody that is going to be running the government.
Yeah.
And these are the fucking some of the best people to do it.
Huh?
RFK Jr.,
Well,
Vivek
here's
Ramaswamy, and Tulsi Gabbard.
Here's the things about.
I can't stand the way he talks.
Well, here's the thing about
Oh,
RFK,
RFK?
and
Yes.
Tulsi Gabbard.
It drives
that-
me nuts.
Well, he's got a he's got a
He's got a Fauci throat.
No, he can't fix it. It's
he
not a
can't fix
fixable
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was going to say the thing that pisses me off the most about Tulsi and RFK are not them. It's
Yeah.
what the Democratic Party did to them.
Oh, I agree.
Oh, yeah, I'm
they
surprised
did-
Bernie hasn't moved.
I know
over.
Bernie.
Well,
what they did
Bernie's
to Bernie,
a total pussy.
Yeah.
what they
He
did
is,
to what they did to Bernie was fucking absolutely terrible.
Insane.
What they did
And
to
he
Tulsi
supports
was
them all.
absolutely terrible.
Well, he has to.
100%.
His life is in
Yeah.
their hands.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the only way he's staying alive.
Yeah,
He's got to get that children's blood somehow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
How do you
The
how-
virgin blood.
How
Yeah.
else can he get his adrenochrome?
That's what I mean.
And then
He's an
they did
addicted.
the same thing to RFK. They actually fucking petitioned to get him taken off ballots in states to fuck him over.
yeah.
Yeah, they were suing him in all these states trying to get him
And
off.
it's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
It's
like
insane.
so you guys, the people that say that we're gonna lose our democracy are trying to fucking force out the democracy
Yeah.
part. of
Pretty
it.
ironic.
Yeah,
Don't
I
you
mean,
think?
They did the same thing with putting her in there in
I
the
was gonna
first
say,
place.
yeah,
Not
she's-
one vote, not one
No.
delegate.
No, not at
Delegate.
all. She
Not
was
delegate.
just
Wasn't
selected
very
by a
delicate
bunch
delegate.
of fucking billionaires, basically, and people in the party.
Well, that's the other thing. I always hear that the right, well, they're only backed by the billionaires. It's like actually more billionaires back the left
Yeah.
than the
Oh,
right.
They make
what's-
more money
oh,
from
you know
it,
what's
yeah.
really
Yeah.
funny? So Bernie Sanders talked to the DNC, and he's going like, "Oh, we need to tax the billionaires." And blah. Guess who came up right after him to talk? A fucking billionaire.
Yeah, of course.
He's wrong.
yeah.
Just wanted to say
He
that
just
this
goes
guy's
up-
a moron.
It was so. It was
Yeah, he
so.
just gets
the
up there, he's
DNC
like,
was so
I
laughable.
think he's been in the punch bowl too long.
The thing is about the whole tax the rich thing. This is my complaint about that. It has nothing to do with the amount of taxes collected. You know, inflation isn't the businesses trying to get more money from us. It's taxes in general.
It's not taxes. It's
Yeah, it's just us supporting foreign wars and shit
Well,
like that.
that-
We're
okay,
not
see,
keeping our
that's
money.
part
Our
of the
tax
problem.
money,
That is
our
a
tax
big
dollars
part of the
going
problem.
there, and
no,
not
but do
staying
you want to know
local.
how the inflation actually happens? Is they overprint money to get out of holes.
Yeah, and it just
Yeah,
creates
so
more
That's what it
holes.
is.
They increase taxes to fix that, but those tax dollars go somewhere
No,
else.
that's not what it is at all.
Okay, so
Well, no, I mean,
It's not about the increasing
I'd say
of
it's
tax.
taxes.
Why I
So-
get what you're saying,
so
but that's not right.
Their tax spending is insane. It's
Yes.
ridiculous,
and
Yes,
it has been
absolutely.
since we were born. It's been
Yeah.
that way forever.
It's
The-
definitely
the-
not any better at all. you
It's the
know?
printing of the money. That's the biggest problem. They continuously. So I buy a bond, right? They have
Okay.
to pay me a percentage out when that bond ends. Right?
right.
That's one of the things. So this is one of our debts that we owe. So when
to
people
whom?
to whoever buys the bonds. That's one of those things, right? So instead of fucking having the money, they just print more.
Uh-huh.
And that lowers the value of the money.
because we have a
All the way
fiat
around.
money system now. It's
Well,
no.
what's
It's no longer.
like
It's no longer gold
It's not
based.
taxes.
So it's not backed by gold.
It's not backed by
anymore.
gold
No,
anymore. Now
we haven't
have-
been backed by
yeah.
gold since what, the 60s?
I think 60s. We have a fiat money system now. So basically,
car?
Yes.
Yeah,
We have
the
an
car.
Italian money system.
We have-
Terrible.
I
The
agree.
convertible, at
It's,
least.
it basically just means that the money they can just print it like it's fiat. It's like they just
Well, yeah, but what causes grocery stores to charge more for a gallon of milk?
It's not taxes.
That's
I mean,
not
that's part of
taxes.
it,
Yeah.
but it's the fact that
So
the value
they
of
take-
the
the
dollar
value
is
of dollar
lower.
has
The-
dropped.
so
yeah.
the individual that owns that chain of grocery stores, for example, all right, the billionaire or whatever you want to call him, is getting taxed more. Who's gonna have to pay for those taxes?
But that's not the taxes that is doing that. That's not what you're hearing.
No.
You're hearing You're hearing. I don't want to get taxed, and then you go.
I
into-
don't.
I understand. Nobody does.
Nobody
We
does,
spend
yeah.
a lot of money on stupid shit, of course. That's not the huge problem. The huge problem is continuously printing more money to get out of the hole
And it
that we're
makes
already in.
the dollar
it makes the dollar
worse.
less.
okay, so
worth
how do
less.
they not print more money to get out of the hole?
Well, we have to cut spending.
Yeah.
It's not
So what's
taxes.
that?
Cutting spending. Stop fucking spending billions and trillions on fucking wars.
And a lot of other stuff.
That's
Right.
one thing
That's
we didn't
completely
do under Trump.
pointless.
Is
But
fucking spend billions
they say
on
that's
wars.
that's
Yeah.
what the money machine is a war, isn't it?
No,
No,
I mean that's
you're-
what lines the pockets of some of them. Yes,
Yeah.
but that's.
And
I mean
that's-
that is one of the reasons why you do have like I don't know. Let's say that we have an outdated piece of military equipment that should have been gone. I don't know, 30, 40 years ago.
Stealth bomber.
No, not the stealth bomber. That'd be probably more along the lines of the B-2 bomber, or not B-1 bomber. Not B-2's the stealth.
B2.
And
But the
we're getting
B1,
more into the
right?
military-industrial
So-
complex.
so
Well, I don't
this-
mind that. Don't touch
so,
that.
So
Leave
the
that alone, in my opinion.
the B-1 bomber is made in like 25 states.
Okay.
Like, one part is specifically made in this state. So guess what that Congress member is going to say? He doesn't want to lose those jobs. It employs, let's say, 300 people. And it may not be a ton of people, but
Fair
it
enough.
affects a lot of people, right? It might affect 1,500 people if those people lose their jobs. So you don't end up losing that. But the grocery store prices going up is us spending money on these wars, but it's us printing more money. That's the bigger problem. The bigger problem is us printing more money, right?
Yeah.
So think about it.
Writing checks that we don't have anything backing up for it.
No, the printing of the money is the problem.
Like literally printing dollar bills.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm
Literally
saying.
flooding the economy with
Think
new
about
money.
it. Think about it like
and that
this.
causes the money that's already there. The actual value of that money
Do you want
to
to know?
go down,
Do you want to know something that is not
which
rare?
causes prices to go higher.
Do you want to know something that is not rare at all in this world?
Huh.
Diamonds. Diamonds are not rare
Oh, I know that.
at all,
Yeah.
right? De Beers holds the supply. right?
Yeah.
So
I remember we talked about that.
So that makes the diamonds artificially worth a ton of money.
They inflate the
but
price of it
imagine if they had just pushed all those diamonds out like we do with money. Those diamonds become less valuable.
Yeah.
More of something that you have, the less value it has.
Yeah, scarcity
so
is
lots
makes
of
it
fucking
more
money put out there, of
you know,
course, is going to make it less. This is
more
what Germany
valuable.
did in the fucking 20s to try to get out of their hole. They print Deutschmarks like fucking crazy, and then weirdly enough, their money lost a ton of fucking value.
And again, I know I'm getting semantics with you, but really, how much cash transactions are made over credit card transactions? You know what I mean? Plastic as opposed. When you say printing money,
Yes.
I said physically printing dollar
Yes,
bills.
physically printing money.
Or,
You have to have something to back up that money that's in the bank.
I understand
Tim.
that, but banks don't have that money, that cash money on hand to
Understood,
back that up.
but you have to have that physical
it's-
fucking
yeah.
piece out there.
So the
It's
amount
still
of money
backed by real money.
Yeah, no, I
don't-
get it.
we
the
don't
money
have-
I have in my bank account right now, there is a stack of cash somewhere to back that up. That's what you're saying.
Somewhere, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
There's always it has to be. Otherwise, it's worth nothing.
Yeah.
How do you not get this?
I don't.
Okay. I'll talk to you.
No, I appreciate you guys explaining it to me, but that's what I don't understand is when you say printing
Yes, they
money.
literally are printing more money.
Because I can see them making up money digitally.
No, because we don't have a digital system. That is why they have to print the physical fucking
See,
money.
and
I
that's
just don't
one
use
thing-
cash is what I'm saying.
Well, and that's
You
the
may
thing.
not, but that doesn't matter.
It's-
It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
you use.
It's still
nobody cares about
anything
that.
on your debit card that is still backed by physical money somewhere.
It's the only way you can back it.
see.
You
Yeah.
can't back it by
So-
other fucking digital
Yeah.
currency.
And right now,
They won't
there
allow
are governments
Bitcoin.
wanting to do some form of digital,
Which is
like,
also a bad
central
idea.
bank
Look at
digital
China.
currency. Yeah, it's a horrible idea, and governments are wanting to do this. And if they do that, then what we're talking about is,
And I don't know what I'm talking about.
you know, then what we're talking about, if we go to a central bank digital currency, it means that they decide what the money is worth. And
Not to
they
mention,
decide-
they can also decide whether or not your money can go to a purchase you
well,
want.
Yes,
I mean that's
they
the-
can- like
that-
China,
that's
they
what
make it to where
Kamala's trying to
you
do
can
right
only
now
purchase certain things.
what she's trying to pass a bill also, or wants to pass a bill of $25,000 for new home buyers.
Oh yeah, I think I heard
Like
something
a
about that.
$25,000 loan for all new home buyers, and California all of a sudden.
No, they were
is
trying to do it for fucking immigrants.
Yeah, in California,
150,000.
150 in California.
Yeah,
that they're
which
going
is
to sign on
crazy.
for for illegal immigrants.
Yes.
non-resident.
Let's not
USA.
help the people that are fucking poor
Let's
here.
invite more
Yeah,
people
no
in and say,
shit.
"Hey, we'll give you $150,000 towards a house to live in our state."
That's a bubble that's going to fucking burst if they do that shit.
well,
I'll tell you
look
that.
at the minimum wage there.
Yeah.
I don't know
mean,
what it is.
Well,
It's $20 an hour.
Yeah, and companies are closing down because
We
of
talked
it.
about that in California
Yeah,
because
but you also
Panera
gotta-
Bread doesn't have to pay it because they bake their own bread.
Well, you
right,
also
right,
gotta-
and
you-
because they're good with Gavin.
You also
Newsom.
got to realize, though, in California, a house costs like $1 million for like an 800
For
square foot.
smaller than this.
Yes, for an 800
Yeah.
square foot house.
I get it. It's expensive there. It's stupid expensive there.
Yes,
Does
it's
that mean their
ridiculous.
dollar is worth less there?
That's why everyone's moving
Yes,
up
it
here
actually
and
does.
making our housing more expensive.
Yeah.
It actually does mean that their dollar's worth less down there because
So
because
a
their
California
product is
dollar
worth.
goes to a Florida dollar.
I don't know what you're
Same
saying
value.
there.
Is the value of the dollar is still the same across the states, right?
No,
Well, I
it's
mean,
really not.
You know,
I know it seems like it.
You
but
know what
there
I mean, though?
No, but I know what you're trying to say, but it's not correct entirely because if you make $15 in one state, you live a lot better. Your
Right. Cost of living in every state's different.
way different.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily the value of the dollar; it's the cost of living.
Well, no. Well,
the
Which is
inflation
the
part.
value of fucking dollars.
But-
Well, I know, but
yeah.
I'm saying a California dollar is worth far less than a let's say
no, it's not that
New
it's
Hampshire
worth far
dollar.
less. It's more that the cost of living in California is higher for different reasons within that state.
right. So in my argument about the whole tax thing and the inflation thing, inflation is nationwide apparently.
It's just like three retards fucking arguing.
It's
over.
it's something that I think quite. I mean, I say stop worrying about who's getting taxed and let's lower the taxes in general.
Well, I would rather us have just if you're gonna do a tax system, just have a tax system across the board where it's like I don't know 7% tax on product.
Yeah, we talked
That's
about
it.
that. Yeah, Ventura's idea, a base sales tax, and that's it.
Yes. So if you're somebody that likes to save money, you have money.
Yeah.
If you're somebody that likes to fucking spend money, well, you're
A billionaire buys a $1 million yacht, you're going to pay taxes on that.
million. That's a fucking small yacht.
Well, that's the other thing I heard.
Like 30 foot.
That's how a lot of businessmen avoid paying taxes is they take out loans for everything they own and back it up with their financial gains in their business.
There's a lot of things they can do because our tax system's
You
stupid.
call it tax evasion, but it's not.
Well, no, it's and a lot of these guys do that.
Well, here's the thing that I thought was funny. I remember when Hillary and Trump had their debate, and Hillary's like, "Well, you didn't even pay taxes and stuff."
Neither did all of your donors.
No, but he said that, but then he also said yeah, because the system sucks.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not going to use this system?
So many people still rag on him about that. Well, he evaded his taxes. He didn't break any laws whatsoever.
No, that's the thing.
All of these fuckers
suck.
do this. Yeah.
That's my point.
I took as much advantage as I could with my taxes as well, so I could get more of a refund.
Yeah.
See, and that's the problem with this country is that corruption has now been encoded into law in all sorts of ways. You know, these are things that back in the old days were things you could get in trouble for, and now our politicians have made them legal.
Look, this is how fucked up our tax system is.
So I say fix the tax system.
It's not going to happen. There's too many fucking special interests in it.
That's what I mean, though. That
this
would fix
is
a lot of
this
things.
is how fucked up the tax system is that the only way they could catch Al Capone was tax evasion. That's how fucked up the tax system is. They couldn't get him on fucking criminal charges, like real criminal stuff, that they had to go through and fucking get him on tax evasion.
Yeah.
And literally anybody in the country, if they comb through it, especially people that don't have $1 million lawyers fucking combing through their shit, all of us could go to jail for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
every single one of us.
You mow some old lady's lawn for $20. You're supposed to pay taxes on that. She's supposed to pay taxes on that.
That's why you use the barter system.
Oh, services for services?
Yeah.
Not to suck her dick?
I mean, if she's got a dick, that's weird.
Well,
she is an
if
old
you
lady.
come to that agreement,
The clit gets pretty big
Why-
as they get older, as I understand.
Why does this lady in your fantasy scenario, and I say fantasy scenario,
It's not a fantasy, it's a reality. It's how I make my ends.
Tim's been blowing a dude for fucking lawn mows.
He wears a wig.
Call me Teresa.
Here, have some hot candy.
Would you like a Werther's?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Like, put it on the tip.
Why are you gay?
Thanks, Teresa. No problem, big boy.
So,
That's my gal.
So, since we've spent a while talking about taxes and the tax system,
And we don't know anything. We're idiots. Why are we
I
even
still
saying?
like that conversation. That's a good conversation.
That's fun to have.
So,
I don't know what I'm saying.
you were talking about how
That's nothing to do with taxes. Let's talk about this Chinese fucking
I'm
sex
trying
talk.
to get off the tax conversation.
Since we're talking about taxes.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about taxes,
away from it.
let's talk about China.
So you were talking about
China.
how the Chinese have some pretty crazy robots.
Yeah, and this isn't the one video I was talking about.
Well,
couldn't
this
find
is
it,
this is the only
remember?
one we could find. Remember?
Well, that's the only one you could find.
Well, you wouldn't send them the link.
Yeah.
dude.
No shit.
I'll try to find one.
Well, it's a little late now.
Talk
isn't
about
it?
something else.
No, talk about that immigration company, or not company, those illegal immigrants that took over that city
All
in
right,
Denver,
all right.
Colorado.
Yeah.
The Venezuelan gang. Yeah, dude.
There's a fucking Venezuelan gang that took over the quiet suburb of what the fuck is it?
It's just outside of Denver,
Aurora,
Colorado.
Aurora,
Yeah.
Colorado.
So it's like a small community of about 400,000 people.
Yeah.
And this
Where
Venezuelan,
that guy shot up the theater.
this Venezuelan gang decided to take over a huge section of it, like apartment buildings and shit like that, and actually evacuated people from these buildings, from their homes, and said, this belongs to us now. I haven't heard how it's progressed, but apparently it's already been stopped. But these were all illegal immigrants that have decided, we're going to take over. A fucking gang took over a section of U.S.-owned territory.
Part of the problem with it is we have stupid laws when it comes to squatters.
Oh, we have insane laws.
So you think that's part of it, is a squatter thing on this?
I'm sure they're taking
Dude,
advantage of that.
You don't realize that there was one of these gang members that was posting on TikTok
No,
on
we
how
watched
to do
that.
it?
No, I remember.
That's
Yeah.
why they're doing it, because they now know the information. They're like, oh, their laws are dumb.
Yeah, but to take over an entire apartment complex or several and evacuate or kick the people that live there out,
You
that's
could say
not squatting.
Evict. It's still a form of it, yes.
No, that's holding a gun to someone and saying, get the fuck out.
Well, squatting.
That's not squatting. That's fucking
But
No.
I guarantee those squatting laws are used within this to fucking say, hey, we
well,
own this. And we've lived here for this long.
It's ridiculous, and it's absolutely frightening to know that stuff like this can happen.
Hey, guys, at home,
So-
just read along.
Yeah, so
Kevin's just going to scroll through it. He's not going to fucking say a word.
Well, you guys
browser
were
a bit.
talking. So it says one local investor in a company that owns multiple apartment
Does
complexes.
it say
in
a
Aurora,
lot in there?
Yes.
A massive shootout.
Said that there was a massive shootout at one of the properties taken over by the gang.
Jesus.
So this has actually happened at multiple apartment
But
complexes.
it says I'm scared that this could happen in America.
That was a source
just
said yes.
fucking did, dipshit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm yelling
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
person that said it.
But-
They can't hear me.
Maybe they can. What if they're a listener? They're like, God damn it, I said that.
But and the thing is,
Tim doesn't like me.
So the Aurora police said that they'll not tolerate violent crime in their communities, but it's happening and they're not fucking doing much about it because these people are taking over obviously several apartment buildings.
Then big huge part of it also, as I understand, is Denver is considered a sanctuary city. Come with us.
This is in Aurora.
Yeah, but it's literally a community
But
outside of
it's
Denver.
right outside Denver. Yeah.
So because of this sanctuary city, a sleepy community of probably retirees is being taken over by a Venezuelan gang of all illegal immigrants.
Okay, and here's another point here that they say. Notably, illegal immigrant gang activities have been present in specific apartment complexes throughout Aurora. Yet, these issues have been understated for what appear to be ideological reasons.
Yeah, that's and
Now,
yeah.
I
The
wonder
news,
who's doing that.
The news isn't reporting on this at all.
Exactly.
Well, no, the news selectively reports.
This doesn't help their narrative at all.
No,
Stuff
no,
like
it doesn't.
This doesn't.
No, it totally shoots holes through their fucking narrative. And the thing is, a lot of these media outlets are specifically trying to hide.
You want to
these
know?
things.
You want to know what they need? Go ahead and go to Instagram real quick. I sent you something. They need this. They need this sheriff.
Her? She's hot.
Ooh.
What? I just sent this to you. Oh, you have to go and
Getting
fucking
it.
accept it
Okay.
because it's from mine. Nope.
Request?
Nope.
Where am I going here?
I don't know the word that says request,
Go to the heart thing, maybe?
or go to request. Go to request.
I don't use this app, dude.
It says
What's
the word
request?
fucking request
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
under messaging, I think.
Go back to messages.
You
It's the
were
only
there.
place that Jesus Christ, nothing's changed. Where it says request.
Great. I don't use Instagram. I don't know where everything's at, Shane.
I don't
You
use
it.
words. Okay, go ahead and play this. This is a guy, sheriff, calling
Pull it
out
up.
gang members.
Can we get full screen on that? Yeah.
That's as close as you're gonna get.
Men like these are afraid of an uneducated, 125
This is what they need
punk
there.
like you that's never won a fair fight in your life and holds your gun sideways. Young man, I'll meet you on solid ground anytime, anywhere, light or heavy. Makes no difference to me. You won't walk away.
What the fuck?
And the convicts in jail, most
This
of those
guy's
men
awesome.
are good people who just found themselves crossed with the law. They're not evil, and they don't respect you or any punk like you. They'll toss you around like a rag doll.
I don't know why they put in
And for
the
those who
dramatic
use
music.
This message
Yeah.
as a way to create false racial division in our country,
Fuck
take a
you.
close look behind me. Standing next to every cop is a leader of our black community. This is not about race. It's about right versus wrong. One last message to the Gremlins. You don't like the
think
things
that's
I've
the
told
gang
you
name.
tonight? I got one thing to say. I'm easy to find. Darren Carter. You think
Yeah, he was calling out a gang member named Darren Carter. There's a fucking,
my God,
there's a
dude.
longer video of it where he just calls out fucking like 3 or 4 different people, and he's like,
Yeah, does this
"We
guy
will
have
fucking
family?
drop you, like we will."
Oh my God!
Kill you
if
in
I
the streets.
married to this guy, but she's fucking furious with him.
Why?
If he's got kids,
Why?
because they could come after his fucking family, dude.
He's protected. He's got community leaders.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tim, community
His
leaders.
wife doesn't go grocery shopping, or kids don't go to
Not
school.
anymore.
Oh my fucking God, dude!
She goes grocery shopping in a fucking Kevlar
It's
suit.
ordered in, I guarantee you, and the kids are homeschooled now because of this jacket.
No, I think they ended up catching both of them.
Well, good, but at the same time, that's dumb.
That's
He's
not dumb.
Well,
He's putting
unless
his
he's
family at
well,
risk.
who knows if
Unless he's some
does
single
he
guy
have
that give a
family?
fuck.
How?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm going to push back on this.
Go
That's
ahead.
fucking nonsense. How do you fucking control a community and get fucking bullshit out of it? You just go, I got a family. Fuck this.
You don't post a video on TikTok or
No.
Instagram about it.
No, you do.
You go take care of it.
That's what he's doing. He's calling these motherfuckers out to let them
There's
know.
a better way to do it.
What is it?
Go after them.
Okay.
Go arrest them.
Tim, in your magic world where you just fucking see him walking down the street, yeah, that's what they would do. In this,
before this existed, before Instagram existed, how did they do it? They didn't call him out on a fucking.
That's not entirely true. They would put things out in newspapers.
Yeah, we're out looking for you or something. I get it.
Yeah,
but
these guys
to
are
say,
just gonna drive by
come
his house
find
and
me.
shoot.
This is today's newspaper.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Why
That's
is
a
that
dumb way.
ridiculous?
I just think it's a really careless way to go
Well,
about
I
it.
do think Instagram.
I don't think it's a
ridiculous.
careless way to do
I
it
do.
at all.
I do.
I think calling someone out and letting the community know, hey, fuck these guys, we're gonna fucking take them down.
Yeah, but it could
It's not
backfire
it's-
pretty goddamn quick.
Of
dude.
course, anything
sure.
could.
Well, if they
If
did
he
it in
goes
the
to
proper
arrest him,
avenues and stuff
they
like
could
that.
shoot him. That's how it works.
Well, again, I think there's far better way to do it and actually do real policing and go out and find the person and arrest
Well,
them.
the downside is that
I'm not a
police
cop. I don't
aren't-
know the processes
their
of doing that,
police
but
aren't
I don't think that should be a part of it.
A lot of police aren't
I don't.
doing a whole lot
I
about
think. I think what it is I think it's also trying to show the community that hey, we've got a good leader in here to actually go out
So
and fucking do
approach
this.
it that way.
That's what he's
That's what
doing.
he's
No, he's
How
calling
do you
these
not
people
see
out.
that?
He's like,
That's
I want my community members to know I'm here to protect and save.
You're obviously not seeing the optics of it in the way that I am.
I'm looking at it a different
If,
angle. I
if
guess.
anything,
Yeah,
he's,
no,
he's-
you're the wrong one.
If anything, he's making himself a target to get
And
them
his family.
off of other people. You know.
Well, not just that. Like I said, I think what he's doing is he's telling the community, hey, fuck these guys. We're gonna take them
Sure.
down. You guys don't have to be scared about this anymore. We're gonna fucking take these guys out, one way or the other.
And hey, we'll see.
It
if
worked,
things work.
didn't it? You said they
Yeah,
took care of it?
I believe they ended up catching them. But I mean, they used to put out dead or alive wanted posters and shit like
Yeah,
that.
but
it was the same.
It wasn't
thing.
the sheriff saying, "This is me looking for you. Here's where I
How
live."
would they have done it back then? They didn't have this. Like I
they
said,
didn't.
this is what today's version of that is.
What would be the purpose of him saying, "You can come find me"? Why would he say that?
to say
putting out
that
a
I'm not
challenge.
fucking scared
I'm
of
not
you.
hard to. I'm not hard to find. Come find me.
Because he's at the sheriff's office where they don't want to be. They're not going to do it.
Yeah, but that's basically.
How
what
many
I interpret it.
You watch
know where
too-
I live.
What it is you watch too many movies where you're like, oh, he called him out, and then that guy's going to fucking come and get him.
Well, it has happened in the past. That's
Well,
just
it
it.
has, but it doesn't mean
Where?
that it will.
Like what? I mean, give me an example.
Wasn't that recently one that in Battleground, that cop that got killed?
I don't remember. What happened?
God damn it!
You'd have to actually.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
had
know
to-
the
It
story.
had to do with he got put his wife and kid in danger too. I think he died.
Okay, I don't know what the story is, so just saying words is
it's
not
gonna take me a
helping.
long time to figure this out.
Am I wrong on this though? That to me
I'm not
sounds
saying.
like a good
I'm not.
fucking
I'm not
leader.
saying.
Well, no,
it's
I
wrong.
mean-
I'm saying it's a very careless way of doing it.
Why? So, do you think when
I
Bush
don't
came out and said
necessarily
we're
think
going to
it's
come and
careless.
get all these people that fucking took down these towers was a bad thing? 'Cause they could have come after him. They know where he is.
Presidents are different.
How's that different? It's a leader of a. You got to remember, he's a leader in a community, a small community, right? If he fucking says nothing to the people go, I don't know if this guy's doing his thing.
Well, yeah, but to stand with a gun and calling them out and saying by name, "I'm coming for you," or "You come
Yeah,
for me."
he's basically
Yeah, I
saying
don't
we're not
see
going to
that
take
that's a
this
problem.
shit, you know.
I
And
still say it puts his family at risk.
It might,
well, yeah,
but
I mean,
he's
it
also
could.
at risk as the sheriff.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's something you take with a job for sure.
Yes.
I'm not concerned about his health or well-being at all. But I said if
just
he has
don't-
a family, that's something that I'd be concerned about personally.
Well, I don't see it that
Which
way.
is why if it were me in that situation, I'd probably handle it differently.
I say,
because I don't
well,
want to
yeah,
put
'cause you're a
my
pussy.
loved ones at risk.
You're a pussy.
I don't worry about myself. I would worry about my loved
But
ones.
also, it is this guy's job
That's all.
to do this sort of thing. To
Yeah,
actually
I
go
agree.
out
And I'm
find
sure
these
maybe
people,
that's the
you know?
very good point. I'm sure his wife knew what she was getting into
Yes.
when he got that, and I'm sure
I don't
they
think he
know what
just
his
became
kid-
sheriff that day.
But at the same time, I'd probably
I've
you know,
played Call of Duty.
err with
I'll
a side
get
of
him.
caution on something like that. It's like what kind of risk? Maybe talk to maybe he did. Maybe she signed off on it or something like that, or the kid's like, "Yeah, Dad, we love you." Go
Well,
ahead
look,
and take
if he's
care
got
of
a
this guy."
family, I'm sure that he fucking probably consulted with them about
Look at
this.
that guy. You think he actually consulted his family about
Well, I
that
don't
shit?
know.
No,
I don't know.
I think
I don't
he's
know
got-
anything about his
I'm sure he
family
beats
life.
her every fucking night when he gets
well,
home.
yeah, that's.
Dinner's cold.
I think honestly, that's.
tuna salad again.
I think honestly though that is a thing in the police community.
Yeah, it's a big thing in the police community.
You
'cause
know,
they're all fucking
dude. Well,
psychopaths.
So I had a friend. I went to small school and when I was a kid called Pleasant Valley, and they had a elementary school and a middle school, and this was while I was going to the middle school. There was this. You would walk into the main entrance, and the secretary had her own little thing, and it not enclosed or anything, like almost like a cubicle, but like built into the building. You know. And her name was Joyce, nice lady. And then I find out like 2 years later she got fucking murdered.
Oh shit, dude.
So her husband at the time was a Vancouver police officer.
Oh my god.
Came home and then fucking killed her. I don't remember what happened to him. I think I knew the son. Like I'm a short dude, and he was a fucking monster. He's like fucking. I mean, he was huge then. He's huge. He's a fucking huge motherfucker, right? And he didn't like.
Fucked his mom.
Yeah. Yes. That's what I
Jesus,
said.
Shane.
I said those words in that order,
God
Tim.
damn, that's a
You
fucked
did say
up family.
motherfucker. He was a motherfucker.
Anyway,
I mean,
as Tim takes
sounds-
everything fucking wrong, like
Or right, if you.
wow. I
Sorry.
don't know.
Carry
Well,
on,
I
though.
guess it depends
She was
on what
murdered
she
by
looked
her
like.
fucking piece of shit cop
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah, I guess he used to beat her and all that shit. But the thing that's really stood out was her son. So her son,
And that sucks even more. He's got kids. That's terrible.
it wasn't his kid.
Oh,
I said stepdad.
I didn't hear the step part. I'm sorry.
I didn't say that, but I'm adding it in now.
All right.
Anyway,
Nonetheless, though.
So how I knew that this kid was like people would pick on me for being short, and he was like, "Fuck that! I don't like it when people do that." And would
Oh,
just
you
come
had a
up
white knight, huh?
He would just come over and just like fucking. What'd you say to him? And he was like I said, monster, and cool as
Thanks,
shit.
Jimmy.
No, that's not his name. But anyway,
It is in this story.
so he was cool as shit. I remember meeting him later back when I smoked weed like I don't know, fucking 20 some years ago.
Uh-huh.
And
Smoke weed every day.
every day. Actually, it was kind of that.
That was me.
But I remember seeing him, and I was like, oh man, I haven't seen that guy for years and everything. And then my friend, as he was walking out, or after he'd walked out, he goes, did you hear what happened to his mom and all that shit? And I'm like, no, what happened? He told me the story, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's fucked up, dude.
And he's the one that found her.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. I mean,
Oh
it
my
was. I
God.
guess he was like a fucking wreck for.
Well,
basically,
no shit.
no, I know. But what I'm saying is like bad. Like things were fucking terrible. Like he's in a good place now, but he like just a fucking wreck for years and years. Like he ended up living with an aunt and all that shit.
Oh my
like I
God,
mean, just
dude.
turned his life completely upside down. So I mean, yeah, it's a huge thing. I'm bringing the show down.
That was a
Now
great
we got
story,
the,
Shane. Thank you so much for
sob
talking
story.
about this murdered woman
Yeah.
and her piece of shit cop husband.
yeah, you can find it.
I'm not looking for it. Thank you, though.
So, moral of the story: cops murder and beat their wives.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some good people out there, and I'm not saying
Where,
all
Tim?
cops
Where
bad.
are there good people?
And they're here to protect and serve. I get it, but there are some bad apples in every tree. And
Wow.
unfortunately, individuals
Well
like that do
put.
bullshit like that, and that's what puts a bad name
Well, you
on
also-
the entire group. You know
gotta-
what I mean?
Yeah, it's not just that, but you got to remember what type of people go into law enforcement anyway.
That's a good point too.
You know.
you have
that's
to. It
true.
takes a certain type of person to be able
like,
to do that type
I think
of
even
job.
psychologists have noted that like criminals and police officers are not that far apart in
No,
the psychological
Right.
fucking realm.
And I mean, sure, you like you said, you got the good ones. There are
Yes,
good
of
people out
course.
there. However, there are people that get into it just for the power.
Well,
aspect
they were
of
like-
it.
yeah, the guy that killed the guy at the Nevada hotel that had the "You're fucked" sign on the side of
Oh
his fucking
yeah, yeah. I
gun.
remember
Yeah.
with the guy that was
That
crawling.
It was
Right.
on his
Yeah,
belly
yeah, yeah.
with his hands behind his head and got gunned down
and that, it was
because he moved a little bit.
Yeah,
it was
that
a
was
guy
fucked
that had
up.
they had a call for him based on he was an exterminator.
Yeah.
And he had a pellet gun that he would use for certain exterminations, right? Somebody had said that they saw a guy in a fucking hotel with a gun, and it was him with that, and he didn't even have it on him anywhere.
He was a little drunk, too. I
He
think
was
him and
drunk.
his wife were
Yeah.
drunk that night.
Yeah, or I think it was his girlfriend, but yeah, she was wasted behind the cop.
Yeah.
I mean, you can hear her in the video. I mean, the fact that
The
guy
video
got,
was you got
already
3 or
completely-
4 guys yelling at him orders,
Yeah.
all different orders, and he's trying to
Yeah,
figure out
don't move.
Yeah.
Don't move. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands up. Put your hands out in
Yeah,
front of
you
you.
got all these
Like,
guys
it was-
yelling at him.
It was so messed
and
up.
this guy
man.
just
Yeah.
wanted to fucking pull that trigger. He
Oh,
wanted
of course he did.
But nobody got to see that in the news because it didn't fit the narrative.
Right.
it. Of course it
not.
didn't. Of course it
See,
didn't.
and that's the thing with
You
the
know.
media. You can't. This
I
is
didn't
why
do
I think
anything to your dog. Stop
I,
it.
I really
about
do
her
think
being
that
back
it's
there.
good that independent media has becoming far more prevalent because
It's
corporate
because of
media,
things
news
like
media
this.
is
Yeah, but
gone.
It's podcasts. It's individuals
Yeah.
speaking out about it. But unfortunately, the platform's not big enough.
The
The ones that are get canceled.
Now the problem is though that with
or they
with,
get targeted
with the
and
media
or suppressed.
The like me now, is you guys fucking don't shut up.
That's
Oh,
you
I'm
every
sorry,
episode.
everybody. Shane's talking.
This
Shut
is
up.
my goddamn
This
show.
is Shane's show.
Fuck
I
you.
keep forgetting. God damn it.
But no,
Yeah.
the problem with the media being splintered the way it is. Hey, that's what you guys say over me, fucking cocksuckers. No, but the problem with the media being so splintered in the way that it is, not the mainstream media, but just the independent portions of it, is you can just go to somebody that has the exact opinions you have.
Yeah,
and just stay there.
Right.
That's
echo chambers.
Yes,
yeah.
and it was bad
That
enough
is
when it
a
was just
problem.
2 echo chambers. Now you've got 400,000 echo chambers.
Right.
That's the problem with it. So if you don't go and get your news from multiple sources and then find out,
Well, you still can't form your own opinion because of multiple sources. That's just it.
Well, that's
no, but you can do.
There's a
some
lot of
digging.
you do have
conflicting
to do
opinions.
well, you have to do some research to vet and find out what's
You
true
know how
and what's
challenging
not.
that is, though.
It takes time,
Kevin-
but if you're actually looking into
like
something,
trying to find
out the
Christ,
truth, you
Kevin.
have to.
But
do
remember, people said don't do your own research.
that. Well, fuck those people.
And
Trust the science.
And the best part was what's the name of the comedian? He's got his own talk
Bill Burr.
show. Talk show.
Michael McDonald.
Talk show.
Yeah, he's got his own talk show.
Greg
Jimmy Dore.
Jury.
Go fuck yourself.
Jimmy Dore. Yeah.
Jimmy
Oh,
Dore.
yeah,
Jimmy
Jimmy-
Dore has a great fucking joke about that. He's like, oh, don't do your own research. Oh, you mean the thing we called reading?
Yeah. Exactly.
It's what we called reading at one point. Just read and you'll get informed.
Right.
Well, that's
and-
just it. What I'm saying is that
See-
information could be wrong.
Well, no. Well,
It
yeah,
could
but that's
be, but
why
that's
you
why
have
you
to
have
vet
to have
the
multiple
information.
sources.
Yeah, you have to find
and
out
you can
if that
find multiple
information's
sources
true.
that say the same goddamn thing.
But what you're talking about is the AP news sources. That's all going through mainstream.
How do you know?
media.
How do you know what Associated Press is or isn't?
What?
How do you know what?
You're retarded, aren't you?
So
You're
everything
just-
that's Associated Press
No,
is
the
will say
Associated Press is a specific thing.
The Associated Press,
It's
when it
spe-
goes to other
specific
news
outlet.
sources, will say from the Associated Press on it. They say it on it.
So
it has its
those
own
are the people
watermark.
that are just their own echo chamber that have the wrong opinions and ideas.
Not
No, no,
necessarily,
not
but what I'm
necessarily,
saying
What
is
you're proving my point exactly.
what? What is your point? Nobody fucking knows. You're
Because
just being
there's such a
contrarian to
vast
be
amount of
contrarian.
information again that you can find your own narrative and stick to that and find all the information you wanted about that one thing, the echo chamber, that you can consider to be right. Let's say trans rights. As a small example, that little
That
girls
seems
and
a
little boys
bigger
can
example.
Well,
can
okay.
change their genders, and people out there 100% believe that can happen. That's true. That's true. That's legitimate. People out there believe that, and
Yes,
will
there are
die
people that believe
and will
that.
die to defend that.
Right, but the thing
Okay,
is,
that's
though,
not
this
proving
is
what
why,
you're saying
no,
at all.
What I'm saying is the exact opposite. There are those that are saying no. There's only two genders, man and woman,
But-
and that can't change.
But that's why. That's
yeah,
why
scientifically, it's
well,
true.
and that's why you have to vet your sources. Not only vet your sources, but vet the information that you're
It's
getting from the
tough.
sources.
It's very
I
challenging.
didn't
No,
say
it's
it was
tough when
easy.
you're biased.
However, you have to go looking to places that you would normally maybe not want to listen to.
and
that's
see
what I'm
if
saying,
and
folks.
see
Do
the
research,
veracity
look
of what
into
they're
it.
saying.
You're not
Find out
saying
whether
that.
they're
I
telling
am
the
saying
truth or
that,
not.
but I'm saying that the vast amount of misinformation out there is very, if not impossible, to weed through to find the information that should
Which
be
is not true.
legitimate and true. Because there's no such thing as truth anymore.
Oh, sure there is.
I mean, it's
Tell
hard.
me something that's legitimately true, not some factual thing.
sky
about,
is blue.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But even those,
But there's
the
always,
Earth is round.
Well, see, there's always
Yes,
There's
but
always
that's why we're saying that if you're just following what you believe,
Yeah.
then you're never going to find
Where does that
anything.
start?
Which is-
Belief.
What?
Where does belief
Who
start?
the fuck are you tonight?
where does it start?
Yeah, your belief system. Where does that begin?
It starts with God.
Thank you.
Well,
Is
look,
that all
And
you
through
wanted?
Christ, all things are possible.
All right, let's end the show.
Oh,
what the fuck
Jesus.
happened?
What the fuck did just happen?
I have
I'm
no idea what
confused.
happened. Tim's confused, and that's fine.
Okay, so
He was-
yeah. Goodbye.
The best part is Kevin doesn't understand that Tim was being a contrarian to be a contrarian.
I understand, but I'm still
you
confused.
you couldn't see it in his eyes. You are stupid, and Tim is somehow smarter than you. I don't make the rules.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We love you all.
I don't love all of you. That's bullshit.
It's true.
There's one guy that I don't like at all.
Yeah,
It's not you.
it's fucking mutual.
I didn't even say it was you. I said it's not you. Fucking dipshit.
Jesus
Anyway, goodbye,
Christ.
everybody.
I'm so